Classification of inheritance. There are 5 types of inheritance: single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. First one, single inheritance. One class is deriving from a single base class. It is called single inheritance. Means here, see in this example, son and father. The derived class is son and base class is father. The derived class son is deriving from the base class father. So the object of the class son will get the properties of the class father. That is, single inheritance means one class is deriving from a single base class. Second one, multi-level inheritance. A class can be derived from a class that are already derived. Means, see here, class 3 is deriving from class 2. This class 2 is already deriving from the class 1. This class 1 is deriving from the base class. Like that, we can consider one example. Here 3 classes: son, father and grandfather. Here this derived class son is deriving from the class father. This class father is already deriving from the class grandfather. So, the object of the class son will get the properties of the classes father and grandfather. In multi-level inheritance, there will be more than one levels of classes. Third one, multiple inheritance. If a class is deriving from more than one base classes, it is called multiple inheritance. That is, there will be more than one base class. One class is deriving from more than one base classes. For example, see here, derived class is princess and there are 2 base classes, king and queen. So, this princess is deriving from this king and queen. That is, in multiple inheritance, there will be more than one base classes. That is, one class is deriving from more than one base classes. That is, multiple inheritance. Next, hierarchical inheritance. In hierarchical inheritance, more than one classes is deriving from a single base class. More than one, that is, there will be more than one derived class. That derived class is deriving from a single base class. See here example, here staff is the base class. Derived classes are lecturers, office staff and group D staff. See, these 3 classes are deriving from the same base class staff. So, this is a hierarchical inheritance. Fifth one, hybrid inheritance. It is a combination of multi-level inheritance and hierarchical inheritance. Hybrid means combination. It is the combination of multi-level inheritance and hierarchical inheritance. See here, one base class and the others are derived classes. See in this example, classes A, B, C and D. There are 4 classes. This class B and C is deriving from the class A. Means this is hierarchical inheritance, and also here there are more than one level. So this hybrid inheritance is the combination of multi-level inheritance and hierarchical inheritance. We can consider the example program for single inheritance. What is single inheritance? One class is deriving from a single base class. See here, class 1 and 2. Here which is the base class? 1 is the base class and 2 is the derived class. 1 is the base class and 2 is the derived class. In class 1, one member function is there, function 1. That is the member function. Function 1 is in the base class. Function 2 is in the derived class. Function 1 is in the base class 1 and function 2 is in the derived class. Then how to represent this using a C++ program? First, hash include iostream.h, hash include conio.h. First we need to write the class 1. That is, we need to write the base class. First we need to write the base class. In base class, one function is there, function 1. Here this member function we are writing inside the class. So we are not using any scope resolution operation for defining this function. We are defining inside the class itself. And here we are using the single inheritance. Single inheritance means one class is deriving from another class, or one class is deriving from a single base class. Here base class is 1 and derived class is 2. Then syntax of inheritance is class, derived class name, then colon, then visibility mode and base class name. Here 2 is the derived class name, 1 is the base class name and public. This is the visibility mode. Visibility mode we will discuss it later. Then this class 2 is deriving from the class 1. Here in class 2 one member function is there, function 2. This member function is also we are defining inside the class. So that is why we are not using the scope resolution operator. Then in void main we are creating the object of derived class. Here which is the derived class? 2 is the derived class. So here we are creating the object of derived class 2. That is T1 is the object of the class 2. Using that object we can access the function in base class and function in derived class also. That is T1.function1, T1.function2 means using the object of the derived class we can access the function in base class and function in derived class also. That is single inheritance means one class is deriving from a single base class. And then this derived class object is getting the properties of base class also. Next, example program for multi-level inheritance. What is multi-level inheritance? In multi-level inheritance, there will be more than one levels of classes. That is, one class is deriving from a class that are already derived. Means, see here, 3 classes are there, 1, 2 and 3. This class 3 is deriving from the class 2. This class 2 is already derived from the base class 1. This is multi-level inheritance. Then how to represent this using C++ program? First, we need to write the base class. First, we need to write the base class 1. In base class 1, one member function, function 1. In class 2, class 2, we need to derive from the class 1. That is class 2 colon public 1 means 2 is deriving from the class 1. Then in class 2, one function, function 2. Next class 3. This is the, here we are using this multi-level inheritance. That is class 3 is deriving from class 2. That class 2 is already derived from another class 1. That is multi-level inheritance. Class 3 is deriving from class 2. In class 3, one member function is there, function 3. See here, we are creating in void main, creating the object of class 3. Using this object, using the object of class 3, we can access the function in both the classes 1 and 2. That is, this function 1 is in the class 1, function 2 is in the class 2, function 3 is in the class 3. But using the object of this derived class 3, we can access the function in class 1 and function in class 2 and function in class 3. That is t1 dot function 1, t1 dot function 2, t1 dot function 3.